Alrighty guys, welcome back to another 1.18 or 1.17 part 2, depending on what you want to call it, snapshot. This is snapshot 21w40a. Yes, and we have behind us some frozen peaks, one of the brand new biomes to the new part of the game. As you can see down here, we've got some lush caves going on, and look how deep this place goes. Like, if you stumbled upon this mountain, which pretty likely, because I mean negative 650 to negative 1100, not too far from where you potentially would spawn. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, this would be like deep dark area. Like, how low are we right now? What the? Yeah, so this is the new thing. Kind of cool. Definitely interesting, unless this is a mess up, because they didn't mention anything. So we're only at 26. So yeah, we have, this is copper. This is iron. That's raw iron. I didn't know it was supposed to spawn like this, because there's no mention of it anywhere. So Mojang, is this real? Is it not? Like, I don't know. I don't know what to say here. But yeah, anyways, so yeah, that spawns now, which is crazy. And as you can see, just these massive caves, which are amazing, honestly. They're amazing. I mean, that could be a mistake, because we've had lots of mistakes with iron, especially, it seems like, has had the most mistakes. But yeah, kind of interesting. I didn't place that, nothing like that. Like, that is legitimately how it is. So if we just pop into spectator mode, go down under here, we're at the bottom of the world. There's really nothing below us, but as you can see, lots more lush caves everywhere. And look at these caves. They're amazing how they spiral around, but that's for the most part old news. This is a big cave. This is massive. Not as big as some, but still pretty darn big. Anyways, but so the changes for this update. Yeah. So there's been a few, and I mean a few tweaks. This is a cool one. A few tweaks to the world generation. So not that big of a thing. We'll cover that. But yeah, so little tweaks to the world generation, changes to some of the mob spawning. Copper ore, yeah, it now drops a lot more. So it did drop 2 to 3 raw copper, and now it drops 2 to 5. So you have the potential of getting 2 more in the highest than you used to, which is awesome. I love it a lot more. The stone cutter, a block of copper can now be converted to 4 cut copper. So that's really nice, actually. So if you do it in the stone cutter, just like you would stairs, you save copper. So super nice. I love that. Bunch of biomes and variants with similar features. They just kind of put them all together so they're the same, because yeah, there's this technical thing that basically they changed that, but no big deal. And then they renamed some of the biomes. So, for example, world generation. So non-cave biomes no longer change with height. So no more savannas in the sky and things like that, which is a bummer, but it makes sense. That's crazy. Yeah, so they tweaked the relative size of some biomes to match more of the 1.17 biome scales, which is good. It's definitely nice to see that they're trying to make it match, and the new biomes aren't going to overtake Minecraft. So that is really nice. Increase the average size of biomes. So they're making the biomes match in size relatively. Obviously, you can still have some smaller ones, maybe some microbiomes, but they're all going to be similar in size. You're not going to have these massive areas of just plains and nothing else, and then teeny mountains, and yeah, not going to work. So yeah, that's really nice. They fixed some aquifer issues. They slightly increased the chance of the magma spawning underwater. Yeah, they increased the amount of dungeons, especially below Y level 0. Same with gravel. The villages, they're now a little bit more spread out. So if you couldn't find them before, they're even more spread out. I love these canyons. Like, I love that they were able to make canyons now. So cool. And then they removed water lake features. And so aquifers provide local water levels. So more just technical stuff, not too big of a deal. But yeah, so aquifers are kind of the level of water. So yeah, mob spawns. So axolotls now only spawn in water above clay blocks in lush caves. So there has to be a clay block in the lush cave for them to spawn now. Because before they had to have stone above them as well, and so like none of them were spawning because there was clay above them too. So it just really wasn't working, and so now just clay beneath them, but it has to be in the lush cave still. Wow, what a peaceful little area. Anyways, yeah, glow squid. So they now spawn in water blocks under height of 30. So none of this up nice and high. This is a pretty flower-esque biome. Super pretty. So yeah, the cod, salmon, pufferfish, tropical fish, squid, and dolphins now only spawn in water from heights of 50 to 64. So that's a big difference instead of just everywhere, basically. That includes rivers, streams, all of that fun stuff. Zombies, once again, can spawn in dripstone caves. Drowns can also spawn there, however. So you've got both. So just be wary of that. And then goats can no longer spawn in the stony peaks. So locate biome stony peaks. So we're gonna go stony peaks because this is a stony shore right here. So if we do that, and then not too far actually. All right, oh, we're in it. Here's Stony Peak. So this is like where you get your calcite, and this is actually in combination. Wow, they did a really good blend here actually. It doesn't work perfectly, I don't think, but, well, actually it did pretty well because of how much dirt they splotted around too. I think there should be a little bit more stone on this side, but, I mean, for the most part, wow, you've got jungle here, you've got what looks like stony shores, so that blends nicely. The stony peaks, I love those peaks, and then I love that we have more calcite now. Obviously some mesa or badlands, whichever one you want to call it. But yeah, so goats can no longer spawn here. Oh, emeralds on the surface. Nice. I'm loving these peaks. Like volcano type peaks is what this looks like. And then back blended down into... Yeah, this is nice. Holy cow. That is a cool mountain. Okay, we gotta pop up this render distance. Sheesh, why am I down on 11 chunks? I am. So, looks like more stony peaks over there. Wow, we've got big mountain-esque mesa badlands. I'm liking that. And then this dead to living jungle, which is very interesting. I love that the bamboo kind of like starts in this canyon. That's really cool. I'm loving that. And then, oh my goodness, this is a calcite's lover's dream, which is me. And look at the little pocket of life in the middle of this. That is so cool. But oh, how they've blended they just stripped through and added calcite. That is awesome, because I want to use it. That mountain looks good too. This calcite block is amazing. I need more of it. Need it for those 100 days. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. But yeah, so ore distribution, I'll pop up an image if I can find one just to show you the difference now. But yeah, they don't really talk about it. They just show you an image on their website. So if you wanted to go there to minecraft.net and search up for the 21w40a snapshot. So that's ore distribution, all of that. Like I said, I'll pop up that image. We found a panda bear. I rarely find pandas, so this is cool. And it's a normal panda. Hello, panda. Panda, panda, panda. Anyways, but yeah, some technical changes. So they did some optimization for the AI of different mobs, such as like axolotls, goats, hoglins, zoglins, piglins, piglin brutes, and villagers. Yeah, a lot of... Ooh, more pandas. Wow, this is... If you guys want this, well, there is the chords, negative 1,200 and 3,200. So, yeah, there's that. And... Oh, sheep. Okay, I thought there was more pandas. I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then bedrock layers generate depends on world seed. Not entirely sure what that means. So it's dependent on the world seed. So does that mean if you have an older seed or you're trying to access an older seed, that it now will generate higher? Or will generate the walls, like those edges? I don't know. Or will it stay low? Like, I don't know. This is kind of interesting, the floating nether portal. Definitely interesting. But it's kind of cool to see it floating, actually, because then you can see exactly what it's intended to look like. This is what a nether portal should look like. All the time. And there's the loot. Curse of Vanishing, of course. So that's pretty cool. So it's basically a square, but it's turned on this angle. And then this is centered again. Interesting. So, but yeah, and then tons of bug fixes, snowy grass without snow near lakes and snow biome. As of 18w06a, the sand, clay, and gravel blocks no longer generate around small lake. Yeah, etc. There's so many bug fixes. But yeah, that's pretty much the snapshot for 21w40a. So I think it's a pretty good one. This is fun. I love these waterlogged ravines. They're pretty nice. But yeah, anyways, guys, so that has been the newest snapshot for this week. Still in the beginning of October. This year is almost out, and we should be getting some different things like the Warden and a few other different types of mobs / layers being introduced pretty soon. I'd say within the next month or two, the latest, because they said they were releasing in Holiday, and Holiday is coming up. Halloween starts that holiday off, and then we go to Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, and then New Year's. So those holidays, and then if you're any of the other ones, Hanukkah, all of those, like whichever one you celebrate, if you do or don't, this is the holiday season, and this is when it's supposed to release. So we should see a pretty much full update by the end of this year, and we should start seeing those snapshots pretty soon. So don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon so you can get notified when I post again, and so you'll be able to see when these new snapshots come out and what is in them. So we'll see you guys next time. You guys have yourselves a great and fantastic day, and we'll see you next time. Bye!